Okay, welcome back to the garage. Today I'm going to play 9 holes of match play against myself. I recorded a round here previously, I don't remember when. We're going to limit it to 9 holes. This is the Summit Golf Course in Cannon Falls, Minnesota. It measures just under 6,500 yards from the white tees, which is where I'll be playing from. I do have the prerequisite Bacardi Diet Coke. And let's see if I can take a win against myself. First hole is a pretty generic par 5. Better make sure I'm aimed correctly. That's pretty good. The miss is a little bit better on the right than the left. It'll still give yourself a shot. Now let's see how we did. Pretty good. I should get out there 250 plus. That's what I'm looking for. Fairway ball. Let's see how I did the other day. That's not good. That's not good, although it looks like I still had a shot. From rough to the sand, this guy sucks. Alright, I got 266. I can't get there. There's no point screwing around with those trees. Let's just back it up, whatever I need to be in that fat part of the fairway. That's a 6-iron, which I don't have. I actually took my 6-iron out of the bag to make room for a chipping club. And then I took my 5 hybrid, a Ping G410 5 hybrid, and I jacked up the loft so it kind of hits like a 6-iron. And I got the 5, the 4, and the 3 hybrids. And they're playing a little bit short because I jacked up the lofts on them. And it didn't read. Thank you, SkyTrack. If you're looking for a launch monitor, always think twice about before getting the SkyTrack because it tends to misread quite a bit. Yeah, that one felt a little bit pushy, a little bit lofty, a little bit spinny. That only went 160 something yards, not very good. But it's in the fat part of the fairway, that's all I was looking for. Oh my god, this guy sucks. 106 yards. There's no way I'm hitting sand wedge. I'll just hit a gap wedge. This is match play. There's no point even attacking that flag. I'll just aim to the fart. I'm going to aim to the fart part. But I'm also going to aim to the fat part of the green. A little pushy, a lot pushy, but fat part of the green. Leaving the face a little open. Now let's see what he does here. That guy's really good. I don't remember this round. I know I was 4 over on the 18 holes. That's all I know, but I don't remember how I went about doing it. Now I have to make this half. In hindsight, playing with that part of the green was dumb. Greens are slow. Well, no point in leaving this short. All right. Let's get it to the hole, please. Well, it would have been a stress-free par. I'm already 1 down to a guy who sucks. Straightforward par 4 here. Looks like he's in good shape. Alright. 350, wide open. That rough is not penal at all. Alright. Ooh, did I turn that over? I guess I did. Hey, stay out of there now. Slow down. Oh no, I'm in a heap of shit. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, well. I'm going to have to punch this. If I was playing stroke play, I would just bump this out to the fairway. But it's match play, so I'm going to try and punch this up there. Got my 3 hybrid. I actually like to come in kind of shallow on these punch shots. I feel like if I get too steep, it kicks the ball up. So I like to come in shallow, and then I like to finish with my hands low. See if we can pull it off. Yeah, I just couldn't. Too many leaves. I'm not in a bad spot. Go on, miss that. Get out of here. Alright, 30 yards. That's an odd distance for me. Lob wedge pitch, I agree. Probably going to need about 10 yards of roll. Let's see. Nope. It's hard to visualize when it's on a laptop. I was going to say, if I chip that in again. Alright, I guess I'm going to putt this. So I got a little bit left to right at the start. Alright, 18 feet. Got a little fringe to go over. Slow greens. I'm gonna hit this like it's 25 feet. Oh, I might have accelerated too hard on that. Hold the line. If that flag wasn't in the hole, I probably would have sailed over it. That was not good, but at least I have the hole. Alright. This is kind of a tough par 4. It's tight up there. Oh, get out of here. Go on, get! That's fine. Didn't hit it well. Getting a lot of roll, though. That's in a great spot for being a crappy shot. Alright. You know, I've played this course in real life. This is a pretty darn good representation of the course. Those courses that are created with LiDAR are amazing. Alright, let's hope I can hit this a little straighter than the last one. Come on, baby. Carry it. Carry it. Big stick. Big stick. Get in the fairway. Go on. Actually, that only went 260, but I carried the bunker in the air, which is nice. How did Evil Mike do? Oh, that was a good shot. Oh no, that's a pickup gimme. Unless he's playing 3-foot gimmies. I've got it set on sit. Oh my gosh. All right, 122 yards, light rough, 7% penalty. So basically adding 7 yards, 129 is what it's going to play. I'm going to go up to a 9-iron. I'd like to hit pitching wedge. But I gotta trust the math. So 129 should be a perfect stock 9-iron for me. Nothing weird here, just make your stock swing. Be good. Be good. Be good. Oh, that felt so good. I still gotta make the damn putt though. This could be a short video. I thought when I saw the score that I shot was 4 over, I'm like, oh, if I play well, I can beat that. Do I really think it's going to break that much? I do. I really do. I'd rather miss high than low. 8 feet, a little bit downhill. Slow greens. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Still just 1 down. That was a great 9-iron. Alright, Evil Mike has still got the box. And looks like he hit a good drive. Doesn't look like he's going very far. Caught some branches. Get behind the tree. Get in there. You lucky son. Well, it's a stroke index 1. It's only 344. I know that this fairway on the left-hand side gets really sloped and it kicks you towards the... You know what? I'm just going to hit a 3-wood. I'm going to stick with this. I am going to play a little bit to the right side. If it goes in the rough, fine. And I should have a 9, 8, or a 7 hitting into the green. Make some solid contact here. I don't have to kill it. If you're not hitting driver, then why would you try to kill it? Just play the club. Let it do the work. That should go, I don't know, 200 to 210. Let's see, kick left, there's 210. It is, I suppose you can't see it because my video is on top of the thing, 217 with the rollout. All right, I got 129 yards, playing 128, so guess what? Perfect 9-iron. Let's get this match back square. Comment down below who's going to win this match, me or me. All right. Stock 9-iron. Be good. That might be too good. Nope, it's perfect. All right, take that, Evil Mike. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. What do you got, boy? Come on, get. Roll off. Roll off. Get off of there. All right. He's got to pick up par. All right, here's a chance to square the match. Of course, it's got to be slopey. Couldn't be straight. And it's downhill. A little more break than that. You know what? Right there. 17 feet, 6 inches down the hill, so it wants me to hit it. Well, with the slow greens, it's saying it wants me to hit it as if it was a 13-foot flat to flat. All right. Let's try that. I think that was a good roll. Did I have the right line? Take that, Evil Mike. All square. All right, 168 yards. This should be my perfect fake 6-iron, which is my jacked up 5 hybrid. And a little bit to the right. This is a tough par 3. All right. Let's just make a standard swing here. Nothing fancy. Don't be fancy. Just get dancing. Oh, that's a low stinger. Go. Go. Yep. Come on, catch some rough. Slow it down. Slow it down. Oh, God. My club face was perfectly square. I just bladed it. Sometimes the difference between a good swing and a bad swing is about that much. Oh, Evil Mike had to put it on the green. That's a long putt. I'm not dead yet. 21 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got about 7 yards of run. If I hit this with my standard 60, it's going to fly. It's going to roll way past. So I'm going to have to hit kind of a quasi flopper. And I need to go about 14 yards with some height. There's a 14% penalty out of the heavy rough. 14 yards, so that would be a little bit past the back of the garage. Trying to picture how hard to hit this. Open up that face. I kind of like to feel like on these flop shots is like an airplane. If it was to land and take off again, it would come in kind of, it's going down, but it's coming down in a low descent angle and then goes up. So instead of going like this, it would be more like that. Now let's see if I can pull it off. Go. Go. Stay there. Yeah, I didn't quite get the loft on that. Just stay on the green, call it a success. There's a chance Evil Mike 3 putts. Yeah, didn't quite get that opened up enough. It's a long, long putt. Oh yeah, he's got quite a ways yet. He's still 9 feet out. 28 feet away, playing 12 inches up. Gosh, just a little bit of break at the first. He wants me to hit it as if it was 50 feet because of the slow nature of the green, so I'm going to trust that. I don't think I hit it in the middle of the face. Come on, ball, go. Actually, that's fine. It's too good. I made a run at it. Bogey, I'd take bogey on that hole. Don't you make this. Down one. Down one. Par 5. Let's see what Evil Mike does. He's hitting the driver. Oh wait, is he? Nope, that is not the driver. It said driver, but I don't think that was. Yeah, he's only out there 210 yards. And that's the play, because this par 5 is not reachable in 2 shots. My youngest son and I, when we played this course in real life, we were in the bunker, right about where that aiming reticle is. And we said, why the hell did we do that? We can't reach the green from there anyway. So let's just back that up. I'm just going to hit a 3 hybrid. And we'll hit it off a little tee. I don't always use those little tees when I'm playing off the mat. I always tee it up in real life, so. My mat's so beat up it's hard to. There we go. All right. 3-shot par 5. Yeah, I felt a little pushy opening. That's not going to go as far as I would have liked. It's out there. Look at over there. It's out 206. 206. Fine. Alright, I got 339 yards. And now it's kind of wide open, so I'm going to hit the 3 wood off the fairway here. Hopefully I hit this solid. Felt a little slicey. Yep, there it is. A little slicey. Not my best. It's out there over 200 though. Into the light rough. No harm done. Par 5. Let's get straight behind this guy. Come on, you suck. You suck. Hit the tree. Hit the tree. Oh. Oh, someone's closer. All right, 131 yards, 11 feet up the hill, so that's going to add, 3 or 4 yards. So let's just call it 135. 7% penalty. I'm going to call it 140, and I'm going to hit my 8-iron. He's going to be able to hit his 9-iron. Yep, we'll just go right at it. Not always, as you saw in the last shot, but more often than not, I miss left more than I miss right. Stock swing, boys. Oh, be good. Be good. Go in! Oh! Man, how am I losing to this guy? How am I losing to this guy? You suck. Alright, let's see what you got. Long putt. That's well short. Does your wife, or excuse me, does your husband play golf? How did I win that? Oh, I must have had a pickup. That was a pickup bird. All right, all square. All right, here's another one of those holes. It's 380, and that's the, so if I even hit a 220 yard, I still got a 160 yard shot in if I hit a 220 3-wood with carry and roll. So I'm gonna risk it with the driver. Maybe just aim a little bit left and try and hit it as straight as I can. Problem is I like to aim up the right. But if I aim up the right and I hit a straight ball, I'll be in that bunker. And it seemed to me, I think my son, when we played, he landed right in that bunker on the right-hand side as well. And I also recall, I think he hit a great shot out of there onto the green. But let's see if I can get a nice solid one. Rhythm, boy, rhythm. A little toey maybe? Yep, a lot toey. Just find a gap in there. Find a gap. Ugh. Find a gap. That's problematic. That is problematic. A cut? Get in a bunker. Well, we both hit terrible shots, but he has the definite advantage. Bunker to bunker? Oh, that is going to be a tough up and down. Alright, well, first of all, let's make sure I'm aiming at the flag. We'll change the view here to see. Oh gosh. It's going to rattle through all that stuff. Now, the good news is because I don't have to worry about backswing or anything because it's simulator golf. But I'm going to have the 7% penalty plus all these leaves. So 140, 145, 146-ish, and the leaves are going to, you know what, I'm going to hit a 7-iron as far as I can. And it's going to have to fight its way through all that brush. Again, if this was real life and playing stroke play, I'd be trying to punch that out somewhere, anywhere. Make your best swing and live with the results. Oh, that's good. Be as good as you feel. Yep, the trees knocked it down. I tell you what, that was perfectly played. That's how you play computer golf right there. This is a tough up and down for Evil Mike. Ooh, he might be looking at double. Alright, 13 yards. A little bit up the hill. Not much going on. Using my new ping chipper club. Let's see. Stop right there. Attaboy. And unless you make that, I'm 1 up with 2 to go. Alright, this is a difficult par 3. You can see it's got the pin way in the back, so here's the question. I've got a 1-hole lead here. I don't think I dare go for that. I think I sit back here with a 7-iron. Then if I aim right here, chances are I'm not going to hit it to the right. Chances are. But if I pull it a little bit, it'll be on the green in the front. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just play for a bogey. I'm going to take double out of the equation. If he wins this hole back, fine. We'll be all square going into the 9th, but I am not going to give it away. He's going to have to earn it. For some reason I got to set on an 8-iron, 7-iron. Yeah. If I hit it straight, I should be short of that water on the right. I think that's good. Oh, it's really good. Perfect. It's not enough club, but I've definitely taken double out of the equation. Alright, let's see what Evil Mike does here. Go in the water. Go in the wah-wah. No, it's going to be short. Pretty good bump and run. Is that a pickup? 6-foot gimme? Nope, you might have to earn that. Alright. Slight right to left. 39 feet on slow green, so wants me to hit it a little bit harder than that. I just got to get it within 6 feet. Get there. Thank you, SkyTrack. Thank you, SkyTrack. Oh, I might have hit that too hard. Come on now. Slow down. Slow down. Oh, I didn't. Fine. Oh, thank you, SkyTrack. All right. He needs to make this to stay in the match. Oh, clutch. 1 out, 1 to play. The good news is I cannot lose. Definitely hitting the big stick. When I play this course in reality, I aim over here because you can pretty much go as far left as you want. If you miss it to the right, you can get pinched out by those trees. Where's my tee, boys? I might have to tee off with my 3-wood, or else you're going to have to watch. Oh, there it is. I didn't want to have you spend 10 minutes watching me look for my tee. All right. It's pretty wide open out there, so there should be no tension in this swing. I have been swinging a little bit fast and choppy, though. I want to make this one nice and smooth. Come on. Huh. I'm going to be in the, that's actually hole 17 over there. I'm going to be in 17 fairway. God, I must have been hanging back and flipped. I think I hung back and flipped it. Either that was really poorly struck or Evil Mike did not hit a driver, because that's only out there at 206. So he'll still be up. He's got a shot. Trees, you suck! No, I said I'd have a shot over here. Do I really? Absolutely, that tree's not in play. So 174. Okay, this is my perfect fake 5 hybrid shot. Jacked up loft. Should be able to make a stock swing with it. Let's not blade it like I did on that par 3 earlier on. Let's control this low point a little better. Still a little blady, but it felt good. Yeah, that's going to be super spinny. That shouldn't run too far. Good shot. I'll give that an A-. Yeah, I'll give that an A. Anything on the green is an A. Alright, third shot. It's not bad. But it ain't good enough, Hoss. I can 2-putt for the win. "22 feet, a little bit up the hill. Hit like a 25-foot putt. Right off the center of the face. Hell, go in, why don't you? Finishing style. Finishing style. Well, I thought it was better than that. But that should be the match. How is that not the match? Why would you even let him finish out? I think I said it on 9 holes. I'm only playing 9 holes, whether I said it on 9 holes or not. Yep, that's the end. I went 2 up. Let's see, I hit 67% of my greens. He only hit a third of his greens. How was that match even close? I averaged 243 off the tee. He averaged 236 off the tee. For some reason it didn't catch proximity to the hole. My longest drive was 258. His longest drive was 256. Scrambling. I got up and down 67% of the times, and so did he. Well, that's it. Exciting match. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Thanks for watching.